This is Big Ronnie saying if you don't watch this guy's YouTube channel, you're making a big mistake.
It's vamp time.
What's up, everybody? How you doing tonight? It is 8:02 p.m. on the West Coast of these good old United States of America, and I am OGP hanging out with you, talking movies, horror movies in particular, on this Monday night, as it is Horror Movie Monday, the sequel. Yes, we did a Horror Movie Monday at like 12:10 a.m. So, well, about 20 hours ago. And there was some requests and or demand for, but why can't I see my comments? If anybody's commenting, I'm not seeing it. But there was a request for me to go live after being live on Wet Movie One's channel earlier tonight. And so here we are. We are live. We're talking, hanging out, looking at the world of horror movies. So it was fun over there on Wet Movie One's channel. If you did not catch that tonight, we had a good time talking Creep I.E. Aftermath, which is coming up this weekend. And John Ward is coming out from Las Vegas. He's going to join me and Wet Movie One for that. So we are going to have a good time this weekend, seeing and experiencing everything that Creep I.E. Aftermath has to offer. And John Ward and I will actually be talking about that a little bit more tomorrow. John's going to come on the video tomorrow. Remotely from his house, and 7 p.m. tomorrow we will be doing another live stream right here, same bat time, same bat channel. So join me tomorrow 7 p.m. as we talk movies with John Ward, and look forward again to Creep I.E. Aftermath if you missed that video there with Wet Movie One. So we're going to look at some of the other things, not just to guest list, but we're going to look at some of the other reasons to go visit Creep I.E. So that'll be fun tomorrow. But tonight, one of the things that I kind of wanted to talk about was I went and saw the new movie Speak No Evil over the weekend with Matt and a couple friends, Mike and Robert, and we had a great time. And I walked out of there blown away. I did not expect to like the movie. I thought it was going to be boring. I thought I knew exactly what it was going to be based on what I saw in the trailer, and it was not. It was not. It was so much better. And so I thought, I don't remember a better movie this year. I don't recall a movie I liked better. So I've kind of compiled a list of some of the movies that have come out this year, and we can debate. And obviously there's going to be one or two big ones that a lot of folks might go like, I don't know. I kind of think this might be the best movie of the year, but we'll talk about those. But first, what's up? Let me say hello to everybody in the chat here. Wicked Network, what's going on? Daniel, that's right. Yeah, your second fix. Daniel, how you doing? Liv, what's going on, Liv? How you doing? And Robert C, what up? And again, Robert, thank you. I did see that PayPal donation right there. You rock, Robert. Thank you so much for that. And House of G fam, what up? Yeah, and I did see y'all over there. I saw a lot of your comments, and you know, Wet Movie One's channel, he's kind of running through what's going on. So wasn't able to say, you know, to address all the comments, but we had a great time. It was a lot of fun hanging out with my boy, Mr. Wet Velvet. So, but anyways, with the movie Speak No Evil that just came out, I know, you know, you look at the trailer and it's like, I don't know, man. I just don't know if that's going to be any good based on what the trailer was. And I'm telling you, it's not like what you see in the trailer is a part of it, but that's not all of it. It's definitely, Speak No Evil is definitely way better than the worst kill in movie history in the movie Crow, where all this girl had to do was poke a little hole in her mouth. Poke a little hole in that bag that's in her mouth, and she would have been just fine. Or they would have had to figure out another way to kill her, but that wasn't going to work. So yeah, so bad there, so bad. But speak no evil. I'm telling you, I walked in thinking this is going to be just a whatever movie, and I'm just going to hopefully have a good time hanging out with some friends. But there are some very comical moments in the movie that will make you laugh. There are some very intense movie moments. There's a lot of suspense and a lot of story that you are not expecting based on what you saw in that trailer. So I absolutely fell in love with the movie. I cannot wait for this movie to come out on physical media. I will definitely be buying a copy of it. James McAvoy nailing it again, absolutely nailing it. So he did great. The whole cast was great. I had such a great time with this movie. So even if you're on the fence about it or whatever, I recommend it. Now, there's not a lot. It's not like going to see Alien Romulus or Beetlejuice, where you're like, oh, the effects and stuff, I want to see this in the theater. This is something you could watch at home and be just as happy with. But I had a great time, and I could easily sit through this again in the theater. And who knows? I just may. What do you say? I might make something out of Clay or go see Speak No Evil once again. Psycho Mario's in the house. What up, Psycho Mario? And Mr. Bones, what up, Mr. Bones? And Gale, how you doing, Gale? And Predminator, what's up? Derek, what's up? How is everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you're all having a wonderful evening or late night as it is approaching the witching hour there on the East Coast. So I just thought, as much as I loved it, has anybody else seen Speak No Evil yet? Am I the only one? I know this is the problem. Because of that trailer, a lot of people are like, I don't need to see this. I know what's going to happen. No, you don't. No, you don't. It is amazing. And it's one of these it's going to be underperforming because of the trailer. Now, to me, like, there was a movie last year that I was like, woo, and I want to say it was last year. It's been a while. But Immaculate. When did Immaculate come out? No, it was earlier this year. I had even forgotten that Immaculate was this year because I already have it on physical media. But Immaculate, this is a movie. So, man, for me, Immaculate is a very underrated horror movie. I absolutely loved Immaculate, and it's kind of like what The First Omen should have been. But Immaculate, if you haven't seen that, the ending, wow. But I saw it. It was good as hell. Nice. Very cool. Just seen Speak No Evil. Really liked it. Nice. The original's more dark and messed up. Yes. So Josh, I was at the Zia Records yesterday looking for a copy of the original, and I could not find one. So I will be streaming it. Wherever, I can't remember where, but I'm gonna be watching the original Speak No Evil because I'm very curious to see now how much crazier it is. But this movie, the suspense and just, it was so intense and great, and just had us laughing our asses off at a few moments. So I have heard that the first one is great, and I'm looking forward to it because I love dark, I love evil, I love sick and twisted. So that should be right up my alley. But and if it's better than this one right here, oh, that's going to be epic. So this remake is really good. They did a great job with making the characters really inviting, and you feel for them, the opposite of the original. Okay, interesting, Josh. So yeah, I need to watch the original still. And this one, you know what? You're right, because in this movie, in Speak No Evil, that just came out a couple days ago, you're watching, there's a family, and we learn a lot about this family as the movie goes on. Some very interesting things that are going on in their lives. And it really kind of pulls you into what's going on. And at first you're kind of feeling for this, at parts you're feeling for this dad, because the daughter is dealing with some emotional damage for whatever reason. The daughter has had some trauma in her life and is attached to this little like plushy stuffed animal thing, and that kind of directs the movie at a couple points. And so it's like the dad is like, ugh, do I really have to do this for a doll, like, but you would, as a father, you would. That's just stuff you have to do. Kid forgets a toy, if it means a lot to him, you're going back for it. So you do feel kind of at first for the dad, and then the mom and the daughter, you're liking this family. They're making this family somebody you're rooting for, and then we meet our villain. We meet James McAvoy's character, and that's not a spoiler, because if you've seen the trailer, they kind of lay that out in the trailer. But we meet him, and then you're like, something is off with this dude. And so now you're very concerned for this family, and a lot of things happen before the shit hits the fan. So there's a lot of buildup where you're like biting your nails or on the edge of your seat. And man, it is just, the buildup to this is amazing. And then the payoff at the end of the movie is just so good. I just absolutely loved it. And everybody that's watching this is loving it. I don't know. They have the original. Yeah. And that's where, Buckaroo Bros Christian says it's on Shudder. Thank you. That's right. I seem to remember you posting, Christian, didn't you not, where to watch it or something. So I will be checking it out. Started Perdido last night. You was right. The Cena question wasn't that big a deal. Movie reminded me of a Latino Natural Born Killers. Good comparison right there. Yes. But I was tired, so I have to go back and finish it later. Well, and Mr. Bones, if you're giving it your time to watch it, I hope you love it. I really do. I Fat Samurai guy, and I absolutely love that movie. And Gale, yes. So Gale had mentioned TerraVision's having a massive sale, and that's cool. I have not had a chance to get over there and check that out yet. But TerraVision, everybody, lots of good stuff over there from TerraVision. So check it out. I love the original and the remake. Is that what you're saying there? That's very cool. Have you seen Tarot yet? I have not. And so, but Tarot is one of the movies on my list that I want to talk about, and as possibly comparing it to how good Speak No Evil is. And look at this, Jennifer. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You absolutely rock. But you don't have to buy me. You don't have to buy me. I love hanging out with y'all, talking movies, having a good time. But Jennifer, you absolutely rock. Thank you for always supporting the channel. You are my hero. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So right now we're kind of talking about Speak No Evil up there, which I just went and saw, which Speak No Evil is a remake. The original Speak No Evil, I think, was it like Swedish, something like that, came out in 2022. So just 2 years ago. It was a European film. This is the remake. This one, from what I understand, is a lot more maybe suspense, thriller type, where the original is more gore and more horror, if that makes sense. Blumhouse is making Wolfman. Yes, so we saw the trailer for Wolfman, and I don't know, because in the trailer you don't have a real good picture of what the Wolfman looks like. But I saw something, and I don't know if it's true or not, but like a leak of what the Wolfman's going to look like. I don't know. I don't know how good that's going to be. I hope it's good. There's a lot of good stuff coming up, and I hope the Wolfman is one of them. I'll tell you, Christmas time when Nosferatu comes out, I cannot wait to see that. Next year, Saw 11. I mean, there's so much good stuff coming. So hopefully, and I think, is it next year we're going to get Scream, or is it the following year? I can't remember if Scream 7 is going to be next year or the following, but can't wait for that too. So the remake adds more details to things. All the acting is pretty damn good. James always gives a good performance. Nice. Okay, so a lot more detail to what's going on. Nice. Yeah, and that's where, and here's the thing. Sometimes you want a movie and you're like, I just want blood and guts and action and craziness. And other times you're like, I want a deep story that's just really, really good and pulls me in and connects me to these characters. And kind of like Hostel. Hostel's a great movie, and most of it is just craziness. There's a little character development, but there's not a whole ton of getting to know these characters, kind of like in this new Speak No Evil. But Hostel's a phenomenal movie. Absolutely love Hostel. Great movie, great franchise. But it's not like Speak No Evil, where Speak No Evil is it is painting this amazing picture before the shit hits the fan. And so two different types of movies, both great types of movies, though. Blackbeard's in the house. What up, Blackbeard? That's right, buddy. You're welcome. Nice. Yes. Always good to see you hanging out. And Universal Classic Wolfman. Yeah, and that's where, I mean, here's the thing. When it comes to the classics, if they're making remakes, they're going to be different because back in the day, the style of filmmaking was different. So now we have to target the audience that's going to be sitting in theater now, and they're not going to be accepting of a slow burn like you would have gotten maybe back in the 40s, 50s, or 60s. And so it's going to be different, but that's okay as long as it's good. So we will see how they do with it. I hope they do good, but if the picture I saw of what the Wolfman is supposed to look like, if that's real, woo, it's not good. It's not good. OGP, you into shot on video movies, thought about picking up Blood Cult. So, Nick, I did not buy, or did I order? I can't remember if Blood Cult is one that I bought during that sale, but I was talking to Master Chaos about that. And I've owned Blood Cult on not VHS, but what's the other one? The Betamax. I've owned Blood Cult on Betamax for years, but I don't know anybody with a Betamax player, so I haven't been able to watch it yet. And so I really want to see Blood Cult on Betamax or like VHS. Master Chaos is not a huge fan of the movie. I do enjoy some good shot on video movies. I watched one not too long ago. I'm drawing a blank on the name of it, but shot on video can be fine. It's not going to look as good as, a major box office motion picture, but shot on video can be great, especially for like independent filmmakers that don't have that avenue to do these big productions, but they have a good story to tell. So I'm totally up for shot on video stuff as long as it has a good story. And I have been wanting to watch Blood Cult forever and ever and ever. Just haven't had a chance yet. So the character James plays in the original comes off more cold and nowhere as smooth as McAvoy. McAvoy gives a performance that would probably have anyone fall for his tricks, right? Josh, no, he is so good. And I love the twists and turns and where they go with the movie. And yes, you can see why, especially when you learn about this family and what's going on with them, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but when you learn about this family and we see in the trailer, we see there's two families. There's James McAvoy's family and then the other family. And then you see them kind of get to know each other and then go vacation together. You would understand why this family, with what their situation was, would be like, this might be a good thing. Let's go do this. And and James McAvoy is just very convincing. And yeah, you could totally understand. Seeing previews look good. Nice. Yeah, and that's where we saw at the Speak No Evil movie the other night, they had the trailer for the Wolfman. And it looked pretty good, but they didn't give us a lot. And what the little sneak peek of what I think the Wolfman's going to look like is, I hope it's wrong. Yeah. You know what? And I did not know until a few days ago that Speak No Evil was a remake. I didn't know that either. And so now I need to watch the original and check it out. That's right. That is correct, Mr. Bones. Horror. That is correct. The original was Danish. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, I knew it was like Northern Europe. Wait, I heard of Speak No Evil. Didn't the OG come out recently? That was messed up. Yes, it did. 2 years ago. Yes. So, and I've not seen that yet. Maybe I'll check it out tonight. We'll see. And so last night, Scream Factory releasing Wolfman with Hopkins in 4K. Ooh. I do love me some Anthony Hopkins. I do. Last night I was kind of debating. I was like, what do I watch, this or that or whatever? Because I got so much I want to watch, and was kind of leaning toward the the Purge movies, but I have so much, I had just gotten home from Vegas. I had unpacking to do, and I've got movies to put away and different things. And then I got tired. So I was like, I don't want to get into a movie and then fall asleep or not like it because I'm tired. So I did not watch anything last night. But tonight, by the time we're done, it will still be early enough that I'll go be able to check something out. And yes, Fall Rain, you know the deal. You know what time it is.
It's vamp time.
It's vamp time. That is correct. No, and I love the fact that I found this at Big Lots for $3. So now I'm a proud owner of the Vamp Time movie right there. Oh yeah, it's a horrible movie. It's a terrible movie, but we love ourselves some Thomas Jane, and the quote, "It's Vamp Time," will live in infamy as long as that Fat Samurai guy and I are doing YouTube. We will be talking about Vamp Time. That is correct. You say remake, I think of movies like 70s or 80s. I know, right? That's where you typically think if something's being remade, you're thinking, oh, this has got to be made in the 70s or 80s. But no, it's like 2 years old. So I guess it just maybe they thought it was that great, and they're like, we need to do an American version of this. It was funny you wasn't going to watch that movie. I know. I totally was like not even going to go see Speak No Evil, and it blew my socks off. But that has happened before. This is not the first time that a movie has really captured me like that, captivated me like that. Let's see here. Was the ending just as messed up as the Danish one? Jennifer, I don't want to spoil it at all, but it was good. It was unexpected and good. It was very, very good. So I feel like I'm doing baseball signs right now, but I got like, it's kind of hot in here. And I got the door closed because I am allergic to cats. And we have 3 cats because that makes sense, right? No, but my wife and my daughters love cats. And so I have to keep the door closed to keep the cats out. Well, this particular room, the sun beats down on this side of the room, and it's dark now out there. But as we have replaced some insulation, added some stuff to the windows, but it still gets hot if the door is closed because the air just can't circulate. I mean, it's still blowing, but it just can't circulate. And so I hate the door being closed. And originally this house was built, there was no door there. So I don't think it was designed for doors to be closed. And so it gets warm in here when the door is closed, but the cat kept coming in here. And so I kept having to push him out and then close the door. And so that's why I'm like, I'm a little toasty, and it's kind of, I don't know if it's making my sweat glands activate or whatever, but pardon me for keep seeing me act like I'm like a third base coach on a baseball team right now or something. Have you seen Vanishing? Original Jeff Bridges, Kiefer Sutherland was in the remake, and the original was better than the remake. So I have on my list, and I'm not sure, it may have been you that recommended it, but right there, 1988 Vanishing. And I don't know if that's a Kiefer Sutherland one or not, but I'm looking for both. I'm gonna try and pick up both. But I've not picked them up yet. I've not seen them. Maybe I'll see them at Amoeba Records, but I haven't seen them at Zia yet. That's right. It's OGP time. There you go. I heard the second one coming out. Ooh, second one of what? We're talking Speak No Evil. Sorry, I'm jumping around in the comments, so I'm missing some here. I apologize, Jennifer. I love how a lot of the buildup in this one is how you never know when they're going to snap and how that could happen at any moment. And Josh, that is the key. That is the key. What makes this one so brilliant, because in the trailer, you see some things that you think are happening after the shit hits the fan, but it's not. There's little bits of things that are happening earlier, and the audience is going like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then whoop, left turn. So it's good. They did a great job with this. McAvoy was great in movie previews, gave a different look than actually seen it. I agree, Gale. Yes. Are you going to see Smile 2 when it comes out? Yes. I thought the first Smile was okay. I was into it. It wasn't the greatest movie ever, but I liked it. But then at the end, I was like, what's up with that? Like, I don't feel like we didn't get an ending. What's going on here? So I love the fact that we're going to get a sequel to that, so we can maybe get a little more resolution to what was happening there. So I am going to go see it. Yes. Let's see. Me and Rachel went to see Beetlejuice yesterday. I did not like it, but Rachel enjoyed it. That's good. Yeah, at least she did. And so, with Beetlejuice again, the effects were great. The cast was great. The locations were great. The acting was great. So many things about it were very well done, but the story just wasn't compelling for me. I felt like I knew exactly what was going to happen. Like I totally knew what was going to happen. So, and I don't want to spoil that yet, because just in case anybody hasn't seen it, same, it's only been out a couple weeks. So yeah, I was underwhelmed with the story. It looked gorgeous though, but just I wanted more from the story. Love my Universal Classic Monster Blu-ray box. Great around Halloween time. I bet, Gale, that is awesome. I bet that is great. Jeff Bridges, let's see here. Boop, 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 boop. The Danish ending is fucked. The remake ending is more happy. Oh, okay, nice. Wow, if the remake ending is more happy, then interesting. I like movies where the ending is fucked. That's cool. Nice. What was? Oh, I don't even want to say, because I don't want to spoil the ending, but yeah, there's I love when the endings are fucked, because you don't expect it. I'm allergic to cats too, and I have 2 and 1 dog. Nice, hilarious. So there you are. The things that we do for our families, they love cats or pets or whatever. We make that sacrifice, and that's why this room here is a cat-free sanctuary, and so I get to chill out in here and not worry about anything. And it's funny because Fat Samurai Guy and Lady Fat Blood, they have a lot of cats. Matt has a cat. John has cats. Brendan has Wet Movie 1 has cats. Trying to think who else that I visit. Justin has cats. Like all of my friends, even my brother, everybody I go visit has cats. So what are you going to do? You deal with it. You just deal with it and you try to live life the best you can. That's it. Antonis, what up, Antonis? How you doing? The remake was in the 90s. Okay, so 88 is the Jeff Bridges. The remake Jeff Bridges, the remake, Kiefer Sutherland in the 90s. Okay, nice. How's the G fam? Would you dare to compare James McAvoy's Crazy to Hannibal Lecter's Crazy? Ooh, manipulative, earn your trust, then turn on you in a hot second. Man, he's good. That is, man, House of G fam, that is a tough question, because he's fucking good. He is so good. I mean, dude, he's just a great actor in general. But this may be his best performance. Man. Because like Split, you're like, okay, Split, he was nuts. But this, I think, is a little better than Split even. That's a tough call. And I struggle with that, because I love Anthony Hopkins. He is like Anthony Hopkins is untouchable. He is the king of the hill. But you know what? You're right. He is so good. The character is written very well and he nails it. And the way he goes at times from like happy, and then he just has these little like smirk or little look on his face that you're like, oh fuck. So that is a good comparison. That is a very good comparison. Man. Because man, it's like, yeah, some of Hannibal Lecter's looks, the way he looks at the camera, is looking at the other characters. It's scary shit. But the same with James. Man. Yeah. You know what? That's a tough one. I don't know if I can answer that question, but they are definitely, the question is valid. That is a legitimate good question. And I don't know if I can answer that. OGP is wanted for smuggling cheeseburgers under his titties at the movie theater. That's right. No, James, that was that was Mike, and it was actually a sandwich. He had a sandwich in his butt that he took into the movie theater. That was hilarious. I saw on Tubi Donald Sutherland in a zombie movie he made before he passed. Oh, really? I wonder what movie that is. We'll have to look that up. Great Criterion of the original version. Oh, is there a Criterion? Ooh. And you're talking Vanishing, right? Is what we're talking about, right? Logan, what's up, Logan? First smile scared the shit out of me. Way too many jump scares. Yes. And that is one thing that I don't want to spoil at all, but with this new Speak No Evil, every horror movie now is going to have some jump scares. But the things that happen in this movie, you should have seen. The entire audience jumped a couple times in Speak No Evil. But yes, movies that are all just jump scare, jump scare, jump scare, jump scare, it just gets old because now you're just waiting for it and they're not scary. So jump scares are good. It's like being on a roller coaster. You know, you're at an amusement park and you go for the thrill. You go to get scared. And so jump scares are the same way. So I understand why movies want to put them in. A lot of movies just fail because they have this music going boom, 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 and they, you know, so you're expecting it. Speak No Evil. They don't do that. It's great. I saw Long Legs. It was funny. Nice. There, man, I need to rewatch Long Legs. And so John Ward just got himself a copy of The Black Coat's Daughter, and I was looking for it. I have not found one yet, but I do. I want to get The Black Coat's Daughter and Long Legs and rewatch them like in a same day kind of thing, and then kind of reevaluate my thoughts on those movies. Long Legs had some great moments, but there was a lot of it that was very slow, and so it was kind of tough for me to get through. But I think if I watch it again, I'll appreciate it a lot more. Have you saw a movie called The Principal? It's old but good. Doesn't sound familiar. Does not sound familiar. I have a dog called Little Mario. My dad named him. Nice. So it's you and Mini Mario or Little Mario. There you go. That's awesome. I commend any actor on the whole Jekyll and Hyde persona of the same movie. Yes, to be able to flip just like James McAvoy does in this one, it is good to have that side of you that is very kind and comforting and nurturing, then to be able to flip and be a complete either asshole or psychopath or whatever. That's great. It is, and it does show the range of actor that they are, and he is amazing. I have to leave chat now, having minor surgery in the morning. To all legends, wish you a good night. Well, Gale, I'm sorry you're having to have another surgery, but take care of yourself, and I'll be looking forward to seeing how you're feeling afterwards. Hopefully it's a simple procedure and doesn't take you too long to recover, and hopefully no pain. So Gale, get yourself some rest, and we will talk soon. 7 p.m. tomorrow night. We're going to do this again. 7 p.m. tomorrow night. We're going to have John Ward on. We're going to be talking about movies and fun stuff, and a little bit of Creep I.E again. So join us tomorrow at 7, same time, 10 p.m. on the East Coast. It might be on Blu-ray. I have it on DVD. Nice. And so not sure which movie we're talking about. Black Coat's Daughter is available on Blu-ray, and I'm not sure about the Vanishing movies. I saw Vanishing on DVD, but I did not pick it up because when I've learned that at Zia Records, when you go to buy stuff, you have to verify the price. You have to check. Sometimes Zia has their stuff way overpriced, and Vanishing was way overpriced when I saw it there. Why did Brennan only go live for a little over an hour? Web Movie One's live streams, he typically doesn't go live that long. He'll get in, talk about what he has to talk about, answer some questions, and then get going. He just with work and everything, he's, he doesn't have much free time. And I think he likes to be able to relax and just chill out. That's my guess. That would be more a question for him, but I understand. I like the scene where Nick Cage is in the car screaming. Yeah, no, that is crazy. And I mean, to be able to nail that as an actor, you have to just let it go. You have to just let it go. And that was pretty wild. It was. I saw Beetlejuice today. I thought it was okay. Sorry. I was going to read that and then it just moved up. Derek says, I saw Beetlejuice today. I thought it was a really fun movie. The story was very generic, especially if you've ever seen a movie before. Derek, I couldn't have said it better. There was so much good about it, but the story just was not compelling. I just wanted more from that story, but I like the way you phrase that. James, did you see or hear about Oddity? It came out around the same time as Long Legs, but it was better in my opinion. So James, I did hear about Oddity, And Oddity and Tarot. In fact, I'm just in case I don't have them on my list. There are two movies that I still need to see. I've not seen it, but I'll definitely. I have it written down here now. I'm going to look into it and check it out as soon as I can. But I do remember that, but it kind of slipped my mind. Let's see. Brendan 2020 went live for more hours, but also Antonis, Brendan in 2020 didn't have a full-time job like he does now, where he's on his feet working his butt off all day. So I think he's just a little more tired nowadays. That would just be my guess, so, and I can't blame him for that. Having a full-time job, being out there working hard. I get it. It wears you down. Criterion, I got along times when there was Dimples. Not, I'm missing you there, Christian. I apologize. Blackcoat's Daughter is another one people were finding at the tree, but mine, oh man, could you imagine if Blackcoat's Daughter, man, I never saw that at Dollar Tree. Man. You have Blackcoat's Daughter too? Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I need to get a copy. And John picked his up online. I think he ordered it from Amazon, and I should see, because I really do want to get it. A lot of new movies, they're not getting physical releases. And so I'm sure Longlegs will, but when and all that, but they go into print and then they go out of print and then you're just lost. So Blackcoat's Daughter movie, here we go. So Blu-ray $16.99. Looks like it has a slipcover also. So yeah, I'll just probably, I'm probably just, because I couldn't find it anywhere, and I do want to get it, and I don't want it to go like out of print or become rare and become expensive. So let's see, when can I get it? I'm gonna order Blackcoat's Daughter right now. Oh, I got to sign in. I'm not signed into Amazon. I'll get it a little bit later. But Blackcoat's Daughter, I'm gonna just go ahead and pick that up. It was at a store where you are. Nice, very cool. My top 3 best finds at the tree were Spree, The New Kids, and Satanic Panic. So Spree was great, right? Spree was great. But for me, so in The New Kids, man, John Ward just picked up The New Kids. I don't know. And he got The New Kids at, I think he paid like $7 or $8 for The New Kids at Zia Records the other day. I don't have New Kids. And if New Kids is a comedy, I might have passed on it, even if it was there. Or if I do own it, it might be out in my comedies. But I think The New Kids, isn't that comedy? And Satanic Panic is great also. But I would say, so for me, out of those 3, I would say Spree, Satanic Panic are great. And then I would say Mayhem. I got Mayhem at the dollar store. I couldn't believe it when I saw it there. I already owned a copy, but I still had to pick it up anyways for $1. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm picking that up to give it away or something. Oh, it's not a comedy at all. Okay. Huh. It's crazy movie starring young Lori Loughlin. Oh, okay. So whatever John got was not that. The New Kids. Let me. Yeah. But if it's not a comedy, oops. Yeah, I'm going to add it to my list. I'm going to put it on a list right now. But what would you say, Mr. Bones? What would you say, The New Kids? Is it like, is it drama? Is it suspense, thriller, horror? What genre would you plug it in? And that's what I'm wondering, if maybe I have it out in the garage or something. Arizona is a fun one from Dollar Tree. Yeah, no, and Fluffy came over, and Fluffy wanted to watch Arizona, and I was like fighting him on it really bad. I was like, because I just did not feel like watching a comedy, and it's definitely kind of a comedy, but it's pretty twisted too and pretty great. So yeah, no, I'm glad Fluffy pushed me into watching that one that night. Did you see the collector's edition for Texas Chainsaw Massacre from Dark Sky, $2.99? Wow. See, here's the thing. I love movies and I love collector's editions, but I don't know that I can spend. I mean, it has to have a lot. I need a lot of reasons to buy something for $299 because I mean, like I got the whole Saw collection with, with the trap, the whole Saw collection with the trap, and these were selling for. I mean, I got it, as a screener from the company, but these were selling for like $230, I think. So, and that was all the Saw movies at the time. So, and for one movie for $300, that's pretty insane. But I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what it comes with. Logan, favorite comedy movie. So, and that one's kind of tough for me, just because I'm much more of a horror action movie fan. But comedies I love: Caddyshack, Meatballs. Man, definitely Wet Movie One, mentioned it earlier. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Another great one is Caveman with Ringo Starr, Shelley Long, way back in the day. That was great. I'm sure I'm forgetting. There's a lot. The Hangover, of course. 40-Year-Old Virgin. Let's see. Old School's great. Let me think. Some comedies that I absolutely love. Happy Gilmore's probably up there. But man, I know I've got to be forgetting some great comedies like from the 80s and stuff, but some of those, I love those. Let's see. You'd Like It. It's Lori and her brother. They're army brats. Their dad is Tom Atkins. Nice. He dies. They move to a new, he dies and they move to a new town with their aunt and uncle. And the bad guy is a psychotic, grapey James Spader. Oh, wow. Wow. And I could see James Spader being a very grapey guy. Yes. Wow. Okay. Yeah. It is on the list. It is on the list. When those Mill Creek slipcover Blu-rays started popping up at the Dollar Tree, that was an exciting time. You are correct. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I found the New Kids, Excess, Baggage, and True Believer. Nice. Yeah, and that's, I mean, I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look through some of the movies that I picked up there at Dollar Tree. But I was finding a ton. And man, we missed the days of ASMR Dollar Tree hunting. Oh yeah, we missed those days. But yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll get them back someday. I don't know, but I'll tell you what, Dollar Tree, if you're watching Dollar Tree, I don't go to Dollar Tree anymore because you don't have movies. I used to go there like almost daily to look and see if they have movies, but I don't hardly go anymore. Let's see here. I once found Lose on Blu-ray, Altered Innocent release at Dollar Tree. No idea how that ended up there, but that was my best find. Nice. Yeah, and that's it. I'm telling you, like for me walking in and seeing Mayhem there, I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is an amazing movie. An amazing movie. Old School is great. Love the scene where Will Ferrell gets hit with the tranquilizer gun at the birthday party. Yes. Yeah, it was so funny. Yeah, so many great moments in that movie. New Kids has awesome VHS slip. Nice. Did you see Tulsa King season 2? No, I know it came out, and that's another thing that I have to get into and watch. And man, there's just so much right now, so much that I got to get. And the one, what's his name? The one dude in Tulsa King who played Guilfoyle in Silicon Valley. Great. And so now like that guy is creeping up on my favorite actors list because he first place I saw him was in Tulsa King, and then he went, and then Silicon Valley, which came out before Tulsa King, but I watched him backwards. And then now apparently he's in Red Snow 2. So man, I need to check that out. I need to check out Red Snow 2 and Tulsa King. Very much looking forward to that. And I was so worried for a while because there was a rumor that Sylvester Stallone was like, I'm good. I scratched my itch because he always wanted to play like a mobster. And with season 1 of Tulsa King, he kind of scratched that itch. And then afterwards, he was like, he didn't know if he was going to do season 2. So when we found out there was going to be season 2, I was thrilled. And knowing it is just came out a couple days ago or something, right? Very much looking forward to watching that here when I have time. And man, I got so much to watch. I got so much to watch. It doesn't help. So I'm like, I being in Vegas, like I went out to Vegas last Monday and I came home last night. So I mean, I literally was out there for a week, and we watched one movie. We tried to watch a couple others, but we were drunk and kind of like, dozing off and stuff. So there was a lot of movie watching time, here at the house that I didn't get to experience. So I got some catching up to do. So forgive me for that. But anyways, before we get there you go, watch Purge 2 and 3 tonight. Maybe I'll meet you in the middle and watch like Purge 2 and Tulsa King. Because here's the problem. Once I start Tulsa King, I will binge it until I'm done. That's just how I roll. So I may start watching Tulsa King, and I may finish watching Tulsa King when the sun comes up tomorrow. That might just happen. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I don't even know. I don't remember. Was it 8 episodes, 10 episodes? What was it? I'll have to see. But I get into shows and I wind up binging them. But I do want to talk. So for me, I walked out of Speak No Evil and I was like, I think this might be the best movie this year. And looking at my list, like realistically, I know very few people would go, that's going to be the best movie of the year. Because even if you've already seen Speak No Evil, maybe you go something like, well, there was Deadpool and Wolverine, which that's going to be, I understand that's going to be a hard one to beat. Or maybe you were a huge fan of Maxine, Longlegs, also Beetlejuice. I don't know many people are going to put up against Ghostbusters. To me, Speak No Evil was clearly better than Ghostbusters. But so many other movies like Deadpool and Wolverine, Maxine, Dune 2, which I would 100% much rather watch Speak No Evil over Dune 2. The Bike Riders, which I still haven't seen yet. Godzilla X Kong. To me, I haven't seen that. I have no desire to see it. Longlegs, I definitely think even if I watch Longlegs again and change my opinion on it, it will never be as good as Speak No Evil. Bad Boys, I just don't care about Bad Boys, Ride or Die. Will Smith can take a flying leap. Tarot, I haven't seen that yet. Alien Romulus is that's an interesting one for me to kind of talk about with this, because Alien Romulus was a pretty darn good movie, but a lot of it was like fanfare, and it was stuff that we'd already seen happen, like little things they said, or different little things that happened in a lot of the other Alien movies. So being that a lot of the stuff we'd kind of seen elsewhere, even though it was fun, I don't think Romulus was as good as Speak No Evil. I don't think I appreciated it as much as Speak No Evil. The Watchers came out, definitely not nearly as good as Speak No Evil. Beetlejuice. I like Speak No Evil much better than Beetlejuice, but I would understand maybe if you argued the opposite there. Quiet Place Day One. Now, Quiet Place Day One was a very good movie. In my opinion, Quiet Place Day One may be the best out of the three. The other two are good, but man, Quiet Place Day One, they did a good job with that. I really liked it. So, but I don't think it was as good as Speak No Evil. Abigail came out. I wished Abigail looked so good. I had such high expectations, and it kind of fell short. It was a decent movie. I'm not mad at the movie, but there's no way Abigail's on the level of Speak No Evil. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, not even close. The Beekeeper. Now, The Beekeeper, low key, an amazing movie. I know, a lot of people saw it, a lot of people liked it, but I think, I don't think it's going to get the love that it deserves in comparison to other movies. But The Beekeeper was like fucking good. One of my favorite Jason Statham movies. Like, Beekeeper was so good. Then The First Omen, what I also like to call it, The Worst Omen. I wanted that to be so much more. It looked great, like visually very pleasing, but the story was dumb. And then Strangers Chapter 1. Strangers Chapter 1 was basically a fucking remake of the original Strangers movie, and was just a waste of time, so it doesn't count. And then Imaginary. It was decent, but they didn't like nail the landing, and I think it could have been a lot better. So Speak No Evil. I would entertain arguments that Deadpool and Wolverine or Beetlejuice. I don't think Beetlejuice is close, in my opinion. Deadpool and Wolverine or Immaculate. So I will tell you my favorite 3 movies of the year right now: Deadpool, Wolverine, Immaculate, and Speak No Evil. And that is tough. I don't know. But Speak No Evil is damn good. It is so damn good. So let me try, and I lost some of the comments. Let's see here. I'm gonna try and get back to where I was. So here we go. Okay, just trying to get you to my favorite 3, but 2 should come before. Okay, and I'm going to Mr. Bones. I'm gonna check them out. I promise you, I'm gonna check them out. What's your movie watching ritual? Do you get cozy in the living room? So Logan, I have a couch right here where those pillows are, and I sit there and watch a movie on this TV, which is right to my right. I have a 65-inch curved Sony. No, it's a Samsung. It's a 65-inch curved Samsung TV that the picture is amazing. And I sit down right over there on the couch and watch the movies right there. I got a little like footrest thing. And so I got a little table over here and I'll put my drinks on or whatever. And yeah, just watch the movies right there. I have a nice sound bar. And that's where I think the sound bar is Sony. But I got the nice sound bar and have the 65-inch TV, and which, in the living room, we have 70, 75 something. It's bigger than the one I have right here, but the cats are out in the living room, so I can't watch out there. But this one, I'm sitting, I'm much closer to the TV than out there. So this is perfect. This is perfect size TV for this room. So I sit right over here, and a lot of times I'll sit down, watch movies, maybe pop up some popcorn or have a little snacky snack or something when I watch the movies. But I just hang out right here, get the ceiling fan going, the air conditioner going, or open the window or something, get some nice cool fresh air, let the whole neighborhood listen to my movies. But yep, right here. Let's see here. OGP, do you know any movies that are good to watch during an election year? And I don't know that I've ever sat and thought of, like movies that I need to watch, during an election year. I mean, there's a lot, like you could, like White House Down, or or what like Clear and Present Danger, like some of those type of movies will be good. Or, it'd be good. The Nicolas Cage movies. What was it? What were those called? Which are they made? National Treasure movies, like those, but they're not, directly pertaining to the election. I think there are a couple, and I can't think of them, where like on election night where somebody gets shot or something like that, and I just can't remember. But there's some good ones, but I've never like really looked at movies that revolve around elections. The first season of Tulsa King was amazing. It really was good. It's not on the level of The Sopranos, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. If they did a crossover, Wrong Turn versus Hills Have Eyes, who would win? That's a good one. That's a good one, man. That's tough, because like both of them were jacked up, and the people doing the bad stuff are jacked up, but both of them had their vulnerabilities. So I might lean toward Hills Have Eyes, but they're both great, man. They're both great. And that, and I haven't seen all the Wrong Turn sequels, so maybe that would skew or change my thought, but I might lean toward Hills Have Eyes right now. But Hills Have Eyes, we're talking the original, right? Purge election year, and that's one I'll get to. Yeah, that's one I'll get to. Mr. Bones, I'm talking about a real election movie where 2 candidates. Oh, well, there's that comedy. Which one was it? Will Ferrell was in that. No, was it Will Ferrell? Who was in that comedy movie where they're campaigning against each other? I don't think I ever watched it, but there was that one comedy. But let's see. I got Purge at the Dollar Tree. Nice. There's a new slasher. It's called Founders Day. I don't know, and it sounds familiar, but I can't remember if I've seen that or not. But I have to, let me look on my list to see if I've written that down. as far as a movie to look for. I don't know, but Founders Day, that sounds it sounds like something I would want to see. It's on the list now. Let's see. Not a Will Smith fan. I used to be a Will Smith fan, but his antics lately. Immaculate and Strange Darling are two of my top this year. I don't know what number 3 would be. Nice. Immaculate was amazing. Strange Darling. I don't know if I know that movie. I'm going to IMDb right now. So technically, so according to this, Strange Darling came out last year. So if those two are your favorite, then Immaculate would be your top then. Let's see here. Nothing is what it seems when a twisted one-night stand spirals into a serial killer's vicious murder spree. Yeah, you know what? I had never heard of that, but it's got a 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb. That is a phenomenal rating. Phenomenal. I'm adding Strange Darling. And so Strange Darling. Well, this is okay. I'm confused now. James, I'm confused because it says in theaters, but it says came out last year. So did Strange Darlings just come out? Let's see. Let me look at Strange Darling. Maybe so. Let's see. Release date. Oh, August 23, 2024. So it must have been, maybe they were going to release it last year and they pushed it back or something, huh? Okay. Oh, cinematography by Giovanni Ribisi? Are you kidding me? No way. Huh. That's cool. He's a great actor. What's he doing behind a camera? Wow, Strange Darling. It is on my list now. I got to check that out. And maybe I just overlooked it or something, but nice. I'm glad you mentioned that because I was out of the loop. I was. It is a very cozy movie setup. I got a couple pillows, The Shining, the carpet from The Shining pillows, and then my footrest is sitting on top of another shining carpet pattern, and from the movie The Shining, and and then nice double wide like love seat kind of thing there. So it's a good place to watch movies. Fluffy and I've watched a ton of movies on this couch. Let's see. Do you watch movies with your wife? Does she like horror movies? She does not like horror movies at all. So unfortunately, I watch most of my movies either alone or with friends, but not with her. We'll watch movies together. Like we went and saw Ghostbusters together, but she's not into horror movies. OGP, would you agree the Nutty Professor is Eddie Murphy's best performance yet? That's my favorite. Nutty Professor was funny. But if I'm going to say Eddie Murphy's best performance, I don't think I can do that. I'm probably going to go the original Beverly Hills Cop. But let me go look at his list because I won't ever remember all his movies. So I'm going to pull up his movies right now and see. I like I like Coming to America more than Nutty Professor 2. Nutty Professor, is what I'm saying as well. But to me, Eddie Murphy, you got to go back in the day. So Beverly Hills Cop and The Golden Child is good. Coming to America, Beverly Hills Cop 2, good. 48 Hours, dude, and another 48 Hours, like those two. Yeah, I'll give you Nutty Professor. I'll give you that over like Dr. Dolittle. But I mean, what about Shrek? I mean, yeah, I know he's not, I know it's like animation or whatever. Haunted Mansion, Pluto Nash, those. Yeah, I don't know that I could say it's the best, but man, two of my favorites of Eddie Murphy were his stand-up specials. Eddie Murphy Delirious and Eddie Murphy Raw. If you've never seen those stand-up specials, they're two of the funniest stand-up specials of all time. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis were in that movie, whatever it's called, that election movie. My Fellow Americans, an election movie. Okay. The best wrong turns, in my opinion, are 1 and 2 and 4. Okay, nice. And yeah, I don't remember what all I've seen of it, but I gotta get back there. And that's another franchise I have to finish. The new Wrong Turn movies suck. Bummer. I want to see Strange Darling 2. Yeah, nice. Norbit. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, 48 Hours. That's legit. For the movie 48 Hours is legit. So tough call with that one. But man, there's been some good movies this year. Not as many as years past, but I mean Deadpool and Wolverine, and now Maxine. Maxine started out so good, and I will say the first and second act in a movie. And if you don't know the way movies are broke down, and most of you do, but there may be a couple of you. Movies typically have 3 acts. And the first act, you're getting to know the characters. You're kind of setting the stage for what's going to happen. And the second act is kind of when like the problems start to occur. And then the third act is how we resolve the problems in the film. So, first act, you meet Joe Schmo. Second act, Joe Schmo gets hit by a car. He's in the hospital. Third act, Joe Schmo recovers and, he was paralyzed, but now he's able to walk again. So that's how you break down movies. The first and second act in Maxine were phenomenal. The third act was not what I wanted. It wasn't bad, but it was not what I wanted or expected. So I was disappointed with the third act of Maxine. Still a good movie. And when it comes out, I'm hoping that they do the X Pearl Maxine trilogy. I would love to get like a 4K box set of that. So we'll wait and see if they do that or not. But I haven't bought X or Pearl yet because I'm waiting, hoping they have a box set. 4 is a prequel with them as teens in an asylum. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna get to him. Let's see here. Love Bowfinger with Eddie Murphy, and I don't like Bowfinger's one that I don't know if I've seen Bowfinger or not. Oh, is that with Steve Martin? Yeah. When a desperate movie producer fails to get a start. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen Bowfinger. I think people are telling me to watch it. I think the worst movie 2024 is Roadhouse. Well, now, Fall Rain. That's interesting. Now, I know a lot of Roadhouse purists that are like, oh, the new one sucks. It was so bad. It was so dumb. But just try and imagine for a moment that you had never seen the first Roadhouse movie. This new one, I mean, it has a lot of flaws and stuff, but there was some funny moments. Is it as good as the first one? No. But is it a fun watch? Yes. Conor McGregor's so stupid and over the top. It was kind of funny. There was some funny moments. To me, at the beginning of the movie, when he goes out and he whoops everybody's ass, and then they're all riding, he's driving them to the hospital. That was pretty funny. And then having to go to the hospital and basically tell the nurse that he kicked all their ass is kind of funny too. So I got a good laugh out of it. I don't think it's as good as the first one, but I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it, but I know a lot of people not fans of the new Roadhouse. But to me, I'll tell you, there's let's see here. I must have said something that activated Alexa or something out there. That's funny. There's the Alexa dot thing out there is talking to somebody. I don't know who she's talking to. That's funny. So looking at just the list on IMDb of the highest grossing movies of this year. Number 1 is Inside Out 2, which is mind-blowing. I've never seen the first one. Not my cup of tea, so I get it. But Inside Out 2 has made more money than Deadpool and Wolverine so far. I think give Deadpool and Wolverine some time, it'll probably pass it up. But Despicable Me, Dune Part 2, Godzilla X Kong made over 500 million. That is nuts. Kung Fu Panda 4, Bad Boys, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Twisters, Alien Romulus. So, obviously, a lot of movies up here at this level are not, movies you can go like, oh, it's the worst movie of the year. But for me, I have not seen Night Swim yet because I heard it was so bad. But I think that would be in there. The First Omen, I think, has got to be in there. Strangers Chapter 1 has to be definitely honorable mention for worst movie of the year. The Watchers or Borderlands, or you know what is probably the worst movie of the year? Any movie that kills a girl like this with a plastic bag over her face, and all she has to do is take one of her fingers and poke a hole in that plastic bag, and she could get out alive. All she has to do is take her hand it's like right here. She has to just go poke a hole in that bag, and then she would breathe. If you kill somebody this way with look at her fingers right there. If her fingers or if her hands were tied behind her back, okay, fine. She can't breathe. But yeah, that was pretty bad. The Crow, what a pile of shit. But The Crow and Borderlands, maybe one of those two would be the worst of the year. Man, that's funny. The Crow only made $21 million so far. Look at Speak No Evil is already about to pass up The Crow in sales this year. Let's see here. Trying to see if there's anything else that may be there. But I would say The Crow is probably my pick for worst of the year. Isn't there a bag scene similar to that in Maxine? And I don't remember in Maxine if their hands were able to like poke a hole in it. In Lucky Number 11, there's a bag scene where there's two dudes in Lucky Number 11 that have bags over their heads and they can't breathe, but their hands are tied behind their back. So as long as your hands are tied behind your back, I'll buy it. Now I would still be going like sucking in, like, like imagine. So this is another thing with this dumb broad right here. This dumb broad. Look at her. Oh, I got to get rid of the comment. My fault. Look at her sucking that bag in right there. Why doesn't she try and bite it with her teeth and bite a hole in it? She could bite a hole in it, or she could poke a hole in it with her fingers. So, I don't know about hands. I just remember a bag over head. No, and this is not, the bag over the head is not unique way to kill people in movies. It's just when you put your stinking fingers right there next to the bag, it's pretty bad. So, but Maxine, X, I give X a 10 out of 10 or a 5 out of 5. I'm switching. I'm going to go to 5 out of 5 because my ratings on Letterboxd should match my ratings here, so it's not confusing. But so let's just start that right now. Maxine, I give 5 out of 5 stars. Pearl, I give maybe 4.5 out of 5. Maxine, so no, did I say that right? X, 5 out of 5. X, 5 out of 5. Pearl, 4.5 out of 5. Maxine, I give 3.5 stars. So it's like a 7 out of 10. It's good, but it's not as good as the others. So, but I will entertain the argument. And Phat Samurai Guy and I had a conversation about that. Is this one of the greatest trilogies of all time? And hopefully they make more. Like there's rumor there's a fourth one in the works. And if they make more, then maybe we could talk about, is it one of the greatest franchises of all time? But it's in the conversation referring to horror movies that it's one of the greatest trilogies of all time. OGP, I was asking if you've seen Reacher, the TV show. My bad, I might have missed that. Have you seen the new show Reacher? It's really good, and there's a scene like you're talking about where he has a group of guys at a hospital close by. Okay. I don't remember that in Reacher. So I have seen season 1 and season 2 of Reacher, and I loved them. Season 1 was way better, but season 2 was still funny and fun. And I love Robert Patrick is great, so it's cool seeing him in season 2. But Reacher's phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal. I even love the Reacher movies. But the TV show is great, absolutely great. But I don't remember the bag over the head in that one. Charmin Tim, what's up? Ever heard of the Fubar movies? It's Western Canada's answer to Trailer Park Boys. I have not, Charmin Tim. The Fubar movies. Is that what they're called? Are they called Fubar movies? Huh. I'll make a note of that. The Fubar movies. I don't think I've heard of those. I'm gonna let's see. This film was banned due to its shocking content. I wonder if that's it. Which I don't think it probably really was banned. Well, this one's from Russia, so that's not that. But no, the Fubar movies. No, I don't know those. Don't know those, and I don't see them on IMDb. And maybe I'm looking at it wrong or something. Let's see here. Where were we at? OGB, I'm going to bed. Have a good night. You have a good night too, Mario. Thanks for hanging out. This is a lot of fun. Is there 3 seasons of Reacher? I thought it was just 2. Maybe. Let's see. Jack Reacher with Lee Child and Tom Cruise. Jack Reacher with Tom Cruise and Colby Smulders. Oh, here we go. Reacher 2022. TV series 2022 to present. And maybe I can see the episode guides. So what happened here? I must have clicked on something. It went away. Was that the 3rd season? I don't think season 3 is out yet. Right? Am I looking at this right? I don't know, but I'm getting boring now. I apologize about that. But on, I don't know. Maybe. Okay. So I think season 3 is noted on IMDb, but I'm not seeing anything there yet. So, but I just didn't see anything in the descriptions about Robert Patrick. So, let's see. Who does it star? Oh yeah, Robert Patrick's in there. Yeah. So just two so far, but, it's great, right? It is so good. OGP, would you agree that How the Grinch Stole Christmas is Jim Carrey's best performance? It's my favorite performance by him. I don't know that I would say that either. So let me tell you, I'll look at Jim Carrey's movies because, like I said, I'll never remember them all. But let's look at them and I'll tell you what my favorite is. But I mean, How the Grinch Stole Christmas is good. Ace Ventura. I know a lot of people might say Ace Ventura, but I'll take How the Grinch Stole Christmas over Ace Ventura. But Batman Forever, I know Batman Forever is a cheesy movie, but I loved Jim Carrey as the Riddler. I thought he did a great job as the Riddler. Cable Guy, I'll take Grinch. Liar Liar is pretty good. That's a tough call. So Liar Liar and Batman would be in the conversation. Man on the Moon, that's a good one. Me, Myself, and Irene, Bruce Almighty is pretty good. Yeah. Oh, dude, no, sorry, I just forgot. Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber, by far Jim Carrey's best movie. Sorry, I would put Dumb and Dumber number 1. Let's see here. I guess it was so good I felt like it was three seasons. Right. No, dude, at the beginning of that season, when he kicks the bumper and the airbag explodes, so good. So good. I like Truman Show best and his best performance, in my opinion. Truman Show is good too. Yep. No, the movies like Truman Show or Man on the Moon. He's very, very good in those. But also, like Liar Liar was very good. It was very good. And it's just tough. The Mask is good. Ace Ventura is good, but Truman Show, yeah, it was, kind of a different type of performance from him than the, just slapstick, goofy comedy stuff. That like a movie like Bruce Almighty or Fun with Dick and Jane and that type of stuff. So, yeah. But anyways, I think I'm gonna say I'm gonna say I've got my 3 favorite movies of the year so far: Immaculate, Deadpool and Wolverine, and Speak No Evil. And then honorable mentions are Maxine and Alien Romulus, Quiet Place Day One, Beekeeper are my honorable mentions. But it's hard. I don't know if I would pick Immaculate, Speak No Evil, or Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine, because it's a different genre, it's easy to go like, well, that one's better. That's a fucking great movie. But Immaculate and Speak No Evil, they're right there together. And the endings are just like so. But anyways, everybody, between Wet Movie One's live and this live, now been on here for like 2.5 hours tonight. So I'm going to wrap it up. We are going to do this again tomorrow, 7, and I'll have a couple movies that I've watched or a movie and show that I've watched that we could talk about tomorrow night as well. But John Ward will be joining us, and John Ward and I will be talking about the autographs. Go a little more into detail than Wet Movie One did tonight into the convention that we have coming up this weekend. So 7 p.m. tomorrow. And the first thing I'm going to do as soon as I'm done is I'm going to set up the live stream for tomorrow. So that notification will be up here for you soon. So anyways, please join me tomorrow night, 7 p.m. and John Ward as we talk movies and Creep I.E. And I'll kind of explain. It's going to be a fun weekend. We have a lot of fun stuff going on. Friday, John Ward's coming into town Thursday night. Friday, we're going to go to Amoeba Records. So there'll be a video from Amoeba. And we're going to go to the Funko Pop store in Hollywood, right across the street from Amoeba. And then guess what? John Ward and I on Friday night, we may just gonna get wet. So Friday night might have a live stream with OGP, John Ward, and Wet One. Can you believe it? That might happen Friday night. It just might. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a fun weekend. We're going to have a blast this weekend. Tons and tons of content coming from Creep I.E. Aftermath and so on and so forth this weekend. But first, we got to get to tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Please come join, hang out with me and John Ward tomorrow night, and we'll talk movies and have some fun with you all. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have yourselves a good night. I will see you tomorrow. It's only a day away. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. Before Wait for
It's vamp time.